guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jolie and I am a full-time working mom of 3 little kiddos. And today I'm going to be sharing with you kind of a this or that back to school parenting edition. So I asked ChatGPT to give me 20 this or that items, topics of discussion for back to school for parents. I added one of my own, I think. So there's 21 on here, and I'm just gonna go through and discuss what my views are on all of these things. Feel free to chime down below in the comments. I know you guys probably feel very passionate about a couple of these, so go ahead and leave your comments down below. Number 1 is packed lunch every day or buy hot lunch and hope for the best. This one, I will gladly pack a lunch every single day. I feel like sometimes my oldest likes a meal. One week he'll like pizza, and then the next week he'll be like, you know what, pizza wasn't very good last week, so I would like you to pack my lunch. And I will gladly pack that lunch because at least you're being honest with me and at least you're eating. I'm a firm believer that your body needs food, your body needs certain nutrients to learn at your best. Now, when I was a kid, I would 100% just only eat the fruit on my plate when I got school lunch. And I feel like I learned just fine, but as a mom, I am very passionate about making sure my kids get a healthy breakfast in the morning and that they eat lunch. So I will gladly pack his lunch every single day. My husband is different on this. He's like, no, you like meatloaf, right? You like it at home, you will eat meatloaf at school. And I'm opposite. So we actually disagree on that one. I wish he was here. I wonder if he would do this video with me, actually. I should ask him. Number 2 is new backpack every year or use last year's until you need a new one. Growing up, I was a new backpack every year type of kid, but as a parent, I spent good money on a Pottery Barn backpack last year, and we will be reusing it this year. My son was actually just asking for a new backpack at the store the other day, full meltdown mode, but I said no because it was a $20 backpack, and we just don't need it. We don't need to buy things just to buy things. 3, cute handwritten lunch notes or no notes, you're lucky to get a napkin. Last year I started putting a handful of jokes in his lunchbox when he started to learn how to read. Since he's still developing that reading skill and he can actually read most of the words himself this year, I will be putting little jokes in his lunchbox. Probably this year. We'll see if that's something he enjoys. Maybe next year I quit doing that. I don't know. As a kid, I remember my older sister putting notes in my lunchbox. And right now he thinks the jokes are fun, so we're gonna go with it. Number 4, do you set out outfits the night before or dig through the drawers 7 minutes before the bus? This one, I let my kids decide. I let my kids decide if they want to pick out their clothes the night before or if they want to get dressed in the morning. They're old enough. My oldest is 7, and then I have an almost 5-year-old. She's 4 yet, but they're old enough to dress themselves, pick out their own outfits. So I just let them kind of do whatever they feel best. Now, if it is like, hey, we have this sporting event, I will lay that stuff out the night before so I'm not scrambling and don't find out that something's dirty. Or if it's like a special dress-up day, those get laid out the night before. Number 5, do you wake up before the kids or let chaos be your alarm clock? This one, I'm also split on. Ideally, I wake up before the kids. Lately, chaos is my alarm clock, but ideally, wake up before the kids. Number 6, all the back to school events or pick one and call it good. And this one, we only have one back to school event, so we obviously go to it, but I would like to change this one to, do you do all the sports or do you pick one and call it good? At this age, I feel like he's still kind of trying things out, but usually we do one sport per season. last year we had like swimming lessons and soccer and t-ball all overlap for a little bit, and that was chaos. I will never do that again. So 1 sport per season is our type of vibe. Number 7, name brand supplies or whatever's on sale at Walmart. I'm name brand on this one. I think Crayola is superior, and that's what we go with. I think that it's not that much more expensive, and I'd rather pay for quality. Same thing coming back to the backpack situation. I would rather pay for quality and get something that's going to last, not just something that's cute and fun. Number 8, pack backpacks the night before or scramble at 7:59 daily. We pack our backpacks the night before. Breakfast at the table or eat in the car with 1 shoe on. We are a breakfast at the table type of family. I usually do have muffins or like a smoothie that we could take, but usually we ride bikes as long as the weather will allow us to here in the Midwest. So breakfast at the table is what we aim for. First day of school photo shoot or snap one picture and pray someone is smiling. I would say more photo shoot style, definitely. But usually my husband's the one who handles the photos. He's better at it. He's superior at making sure we get good photos of the kids. So he handles that, but it's more photo shoot style. I would say there's probably 6 photos to choose from. Number 11, do you read the weekly newsletter or skim it the night before something is due? I skim it. I honestly skim it. In junior kindergarten, I was really good about reading the whole thing, but in kindergarten, there was a lot more information on that newsletter. And so I skim it when it comes home. If there's something important on it that I need to be aware of, I put it on the fridge. But yeah, I skim it. Number 12, do you sign the take-home folder daily or hope no one notices that you skipped 3 days? I sign it daily, or my husband signs it daily. We look at it daily, but definitely during the end of the year when they're like, hey, he has to read 1 book a night, but he has to read 10 for the whole month to get his credits. When it comes to that, towards the end of the year, we're like, oh, it's okay if we skip a day. We get tired at the end of the year. Number 13, do you volunteer or just send money? I'm a little bit of both, but I'm definitely a volunteer type of person. I grew up with my mom being in my school, and my son, at this point, he still likes to see me at the school. So I will volunteer every single chance I get. Number 14, strict bedtime routines or collapse whenever the vibes say that the day is done. We're more strict bedtime routines during the school year. If there is something that is family related going on, we will stay up later, but we aim for a stricter bedtime. Number 15, healthy homemade lunches or Lunchables and fruit snacks. I am healthy homemade lunches on this. I don't think I've ever bought a Lunchable, and we don't keep fruit snacks in the house unless they are like the soccer snack that my kids picked out to give to their friends. That's the only reason I ever buy fruit snacks. So yeah, more homemade around here. And I'm putting together a handful of lunch ideas, just things I keep in my house for when my son springs on me that he would like his lunch packed and doesn't like pizza this week. So I'll share that soon. Number 16, after school activities every night or 1 activity max per kid, because you're protecting your peace. It's the latter for me, and I think I kind of touched on that already when I was talking about the sports thing. 1 activity max per kid per season, because I do think it is important to stay home and play board games with your kids and that type of thing too, because I find that my kids' attitudes do suffer on days where it's go, go, go. And everything that I've told them, because we are on such a strict schedule, is commands basically. Get your shoes on, get your bag, get out the door, right? And then imagine if I pick you up and I'm like, get your uniform on, get out the door, let's go. And then by the time we get home, it's dark. And I'm like, get in the bath, get out of the bath, go to bed. Like, I don't want everything I say to my kid in the course of a day to be a command. So we don't do all the activities. We can't. Number 17, homework time right after school or squeeze it in right before bed. So far, junior kindergarten and kindergarten have been pretty light on the homework. In junior kindergarten, I feel like I was constantly asking my son to do his homework. But in kindergarten, I switched to when he would get home from school on Monday, which is when they got their homework. I would put out a snack and then I would go through his bag and I would set his homework on the counter, and he 9 times out of 10 would choose to do his homework after his snack and just get it done for the week, which worked out great for us. So I'm gonna try that as long as I can, but I definitely aim for schoolwork to be done sooner rather than later, because then we can actually enjoy the rest of our time. 18, teacher gifts at every occasion, or just a solid thank you and call it good. I'm a gift giving person. It's what I like to do. I'm a little bit extra. It's okay. So when there is an excuse to give a little something extra or offer assistance, I will do it every chance I get. Number 19, track every assignment and deadline or rely on the school app. I haven't really gotten into the school app type thing at this age group. So yeah, I would say track every assignment and deadline, I guess. I'll look at the newsletter and see what it says, which is part of my skimming when it comes home. But yeah. 20, tidy, calm school mornings or wild, loud, where's your shoe chaos. I aim for a calmer morning. I do. I aim to not rush because I know what time the bell rings and it's not 8 o'clock. And so I will gladly take a little bit slower morning and walk my kids to school every chance I get, because that's how I like to start my day. So I'm just hoping to pass that on to them. And I will say last year we narrowed down our options as far as like shoes and coats and that type of thing. So instead of having, 2 jacket options in the front hallway, we have 1. So when I say, hey, go get your shoes and your jacket, there's one option out there for them to choose from. And just having the one option made our day so much less stressful. My kids are able to do it themselves. Even my 2-year-old, he can go get his shoes by himself because he has 1 pair of shoes down there. And we're not digging through a bin for the left shoe. Let's see. And the last one, first day cheers or tears. This is hard for me. I feel like I'm in this long live summer mode right now. But on the other half of it, I liked school growing up. I love school supplies. I love organizing, that type of thing. So when the list came out, I'm like, oh, let's go get your school supplies, right? But I am sad that the ease of summer is going to be gone. I feel like if I could, I would take my kids out of school for a day every other week just to have a little more freedom with it. But sadly, they don't really let you do that. Especially not now that he's in 1st grade. Now that he's 7, it's like an actual thing. So I'm kind of sad. I'm sad to see summer go. I don't know. I'm sad this year. But I know he's going to grow a lot and learn a lot. And he has been painting rocks for all of his teachers when he gets back to school. He's like, oh, I painted this rock and there's music notes on it and I'm going to give it to the music teacher. So he's excited. And so I will gladly share that excitement with him in front of him. But in my mama heart, I'm a little bit sad. Anyways, let me know your thoughts on all of these below. Do you have anything that you are super passionate about on this list? Like maybe you love to do all the sports and that's your identity and you love being a sports mom and you want to do all the things. Or maybe you don't have any time to pack a lunch and a lunch bowl every day is a-okay. But let me know in the comments below what your thoughts or feelings are on getting ready for back to school season this year. Bye.